Hi everybody, welcome back to Pure Backgammon. We've got another unboxing video for you today, and this one has the potential to be a watershed moment in this journey that I'm on. Before we get into it, of course, please like, subscribe, comment below, and follow us on Instagram at Pure Backgammon. But this one is big. This one is big, figuratively and, God grief, literally, this is the largest backgammon purchase that I've ever made. Just dimensions wise. Well, I believe it will match. I believe it matches the size of the largest board I've ever bought. So I think I know what I'm getting into here. Although I gotta say, it feels lighter than I expected it to feel. There's a lot going on with this purchase. First of all, I'll admit, it's the most expensive board I've ever bought. By a long shot. By a long shot. Yeah, it's almost 200% more expensive than the most expensive board I've ever bought. So I want this to be good. I want this to kind of to pay off, in more ways than one. However, returns are allowed on this purchase. So if I don't like it, or if it's not as advertised, or I get some sort of buyer's remorse, that's fine. That's fine. I think I may have to pay for the shipping back to the sender, but I've been doing so well selling boards this year that that's an expense. I never like to just eat an expense, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. This thing is enormous. I mean, it's so big I can't even reach my tape measure. The box is 26 inches by 21 inches. And we need to get into it. This is, I don't know. We're just going to get into it. Oh, come on. This thing is snagged on the box like when someone's wearing a baggy sweater walking past a door latch, Okay, you probably got kind of a glimpse of this thing here. Here we go. Oh, this thing is huge. Oh, God, it's like giving birth. Come on, get out of there. Get out of there. Come on, you little piece of crud. Come on. Okay, we got the corners. We got the corners here. There it is. Oh, yeah. Woo! Okay. Yeah. Wow. This thing is large. Large and in charge. And many people who are backgammon aficionadi will be able to look at this and know what it is, okay? This is telltale. This is telltale. This is actually telltale. The missing handle, that's telltale. Look at these. Oh, dude. Look at those latches. 21 inches wide by 16. 32 inches by 16. This is a large board. I don't know if there's actually an official measurement that is like agreed upon tournament size, but this is big board. Okay, so obviously the handle is missing. This is a Crisloid, by the way. It's a massive old school vintage Crisloid. This happens with almost all of them when they get to a certain age. I think the original handle was some sort of cheap material, probably leather or a cheap leather knockoff or something. It just disintegrates and kind of disappears over time. So that's something to think about eventually. And then, might as well point it out. Yeah, a little worn here on the corners. There's actually sort of a physical dent right there. And then there's a couple, wait, where was it? Oh yeah, There's a little bit going on right here, but honestly, this is in pretty good shape, and it's clean too. I really appreciate that. So looks really good on the inside, or on the outside, I should say. Oh, ooh, with authority. Love the latches. Okay, so far so good. I knew it was going to be big. I knew it was going to be Crisloid. I'm happy that it's clean. It's in really good condition. There are, it's imperfect, but looks pretty good. God, I hope the inside is good. Please, it's going to be a cork inlay. Please tell me it's good. Please tell me it's good. Oh, you dirty dog. Oh, you dirty dog. This thing is so good. This thing is so good. Okay. Got a little smudge there. We got a smudge. Okay, there's some smudgery. There's a little bit of smudgery. But ultimately, this inlay, I mean, this is clean. This is, oh my God. I mean, I can't, okay, we do have a little bit of an imperfection over here. Over here, you may notice. You can't even see it. I can see it. Okay. The cork is kind of cracked right there, and I wonder, it is somewhat affiliated with the dent on the outside of the board. So I am certain what happened is at some point, this thing was dropped onto dropped onto something, or something hit it with a good amount of force. Maybe it was in a car accident, a fender bender or something like that. Damaged the exterior, and also kind of did a little bit there to the cork, which I don't love, obviously, but isn't that bad. I mean, Royal brand by Crisloid. Okay, so look at that. You see the glint on that? Give me a good glint. The glint's got to be like this, I think. Oh, come on, I want to get it. Oh, shimmering gold. Good as gold. Better than gold. Royal brand by Crisloid. So we know this board is not older than 1970. I just learned that recently. Big board. In pretty good shape. A little bit of damage there. I can live with that. Hello. These are Bakelite. I can't even play coy with you. I just need you to know these are Bakelite pieces. These are Bakelite bullseye pieces. These are bullseye Bakelite. These are hard to come by, and these are an inch and 3/4, an inch and 3/4 pieces. Hello. Here's the red ones. They're a little dusty. Yeah, they're a little dusty in there. Okay. Here's the gold ones. Oh, yeah. Bakelite. Okay, so big Bakelite pieces. Look at the dice. Look, the doubler, dude. Big fatty doubler. This is Bakelite too. Hell yeah. Okay. Oh my God. And the cups. Cups are in good shape. Cork-lined cups. I mean, a little bit of age on them. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, a little bit of age on them, but pretty good. Pretty good cups here. Okay. The dice. Oh, the keys are in here too. That's nice. The dice are not original. The dice are modern. Or somewhat modern. I would expect to see Bakelite dice, but that's fine. I have Bakelite dice. I can make this a Bakelite set. Fantastic. Let's set this thing up. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Bakelite pieces. Nobody's angry at this. Nobody's angry at this at all. Okay. Big board. Excuse me. Not even the lingering effects of a cold can keep me from unboxing backgammon sets. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. You're bad. Look at this thing. Okay. Little doubler action. Yeah, nobody's angry at that. I love the little slots here on the Crisloid. How do I do this without jacking up my? But you see this? There's like the little the tray that the dice and the doubler go in. I really like that a lot. Yeah, and then the little slots here for the dice cups. Oh, boy, they do actually make them like they used to. A lot of people still sort of have that nice little element of the tray, but it's just nice to see. It's just nice to see. Yeah, and now I'm just reminded of the latches. Remember the latches? Remember how long ago that was? Just a few moments ago. But the latches were great. Okay, yeah. Bakelite bullseye pieces. That's why it cost so much. That's why I paid so much. But I still think I got a deal because these are original. These are 1 3/4 Bakelite pieces, and they're bullseye pieces, yo. They're bullseye pieces. Oh, yeah. Okay. So let's roll it out, as we tend to do. You know, for such a monumental board, I think this might be a shorter video. And again, the dice need to be upgraded. And the handle. We need a handle for this thing, eventually. 5-3 for gold, for yellow. Yep. Now red. Double 4s. Okay, if they got an anchor there, I think what you want to do is make the 5 and come down there. We like that. Okay. Gold, second roll. You know the drill. We play 3-ply here. Just 3 sets of moves. Lover's Leap. Yeah, why not? So gold is cooking with gas. Here's the second roll for red. 3-1. Oh, boy. Okay, that's not a nice little play there. You know the drill. You make that one. So this is the third and final roll for yellow. Unless we get a hit. It's double 5s. Okay, so they're trapped here. Wow. Man, they really... Yeah, okay, so you got to make the 1 point. That's not bad, and move 2 more down. Yellow's cooking. Yellow's cooking. See, this is what I would do on my... This is what I would do on my page moving forward. If I was doing the whole game, if I'm yellow, I consider a double next turn. Red's last roll. 4-2. Why not, man? Why not? You do leave a blot there, and just for fun, let's see what gold does with 1 more roll. 6-1 hits. It's a 3-2. They don't hit. Okay. A royal... Let's reassess everything. I had apprehension coming into this. And I can relax. I do not dislike this purchase. Full stop. It's a large... Okay, the exterior. I still give it a 9 out of 10. I mean, the handle. All right, let's call it 8 out of 10. Missing a handle, and there are some snags and some frays on the fabric exterior. But it's clean, and it's certainly not, it's certainly presentable. You know, it's a pretty good-looking exterior, for sure. 8 out of 10. Interior, playing surface interior, it would be a 10 out of 10 if it weren't for this little crack in the cork there. Now, I wonder, is it worth it? And it probably isn't. But is it worth it to paint over that with some sort of glue, you know, or some sort of adhesive that just sort of glazes over that? I don't think this cork is in danger of, like, peeling up or anything like that. I could give you a closer view. Maybe I should. I've never really done that before, but then I got to mess with my tripod and all that. Yeah, so I say interior 9 out of 10. I mean, it's not the sort of board that's like never been played. There's a little bit of wear and tear, which is a good thing. It means it was played and it was well loved and all that. 9 out of 10 inlay. Pieces, 10 out of 10. I mean, Bakelite bullseyes, 1.75 inch Bakelite bullseyes, please. The conversation has ended. 10 out of 10 pieces. Dice, it's a wash. I always swap out dice anyway. Doubler, 10 out of 10. Bakelite doubler, 1 inch. A 1 inch Bakelite doubler. Yeah, nobody's angry at that. Come on. Cups, can't give it a 10 out of 10. Wait, can I? Got to give it a 9 out of 10. I mean, they are fully lined all the way around. You can't tell from your angle, but it's not even like the cork is chipping away. It's just these things were made Crisloid, Royal brand by Crisloid. That's the thing. If you get a sticker that says Royal brand, that's pre-Crisloid, which makes it pre-1970. This is post-1970. So I would love to sit here and tell you that this board is like 70 years old. It's not. It's probably, well, it's obviously no older than 55 years old. It's probably 50-ish years old. The cups are fine, but they're 50-year-old cups. Yeah, you just can't quite give it a 10 out of 10 for the cups. The pieces are 10 out of 10. These pieces, oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Whew. Nasty. So nasty. Okay. This was expensive. Overall, the board is 9 out of 10. A couple imperfections. Pieces, the most important thing, the reason why this board was so much. The pieces are 10 out of 10. Overall, I think you got to give it a 9 out of 10. Size, then again, with the size makes it, the size rating is an 11 out of 10. I mean, there's not a lot of boards that are made nowadays that are this big. This is commanding. You know, you bring this out to Backgammon Club or whatever, forget it. Forget it. This is holding all of the attention. Everything comes to this board when it's out and being played. So it was expensive, although I gotta say, I got a deal on it. I mean, considering what non-bullseye 1.5-inch Bakelite pieces are going for, or what people are at least asking them to go for, this is a steal of a deal, because I got the full set, the pieces. I'm seeing, yeah, dude, I bet I would put money that this thing was in the back of a car and there was a car accident and something hit it with a good amount of force, because there's no damage here, but there's also, well, I guess it is damage technically. There's indents where the pieces were laying, and obviously something with a great deal of force sort of drove them down into this tray. There's individual 5 of them, little dents in this tray here, but that's fine. I mean, that just means this thing is strong, sturdy, and built well. So yeah, this is a win. Oh God, what a win. God, I'm good at what I do. So good at what I do. Okay, Bakelite. It's Bakelite. I've got Bakelite. I don't have 1.7-inch Bakelite until now. So yeah, there you have it. Great pickup, expensive, but ultimately, does it harm our bottom line for the year? Well, at the moment, yes. I can't sit here and tell you that I'm not a little shocked by how much money I was willing to spend on Backgammon. But this is beautiful. This is vintage. This is Crisloid. This is American made. It's all original except for the dice, and that's not a problem because I've got original dice. The keys are in here. So if I really, really want to, I guess I can lock this thing up like it's the United States Nuclear Code football, as they call it. It was well packaged. Good seller, fair price. And, you know, I can enjoy this for the rest of my life. I can sit on it and flip it, you know, in a couple years. Like, there's nobody saying I can't make money off this thing someday. Yeah, I don't know how to end this video, to be perfectly honest.